Hey, welcome back. It's Nidge. Um, Level 15. We'll continue our Undead Mage campaign. Loading into Thunderbluff, right where we left them. I've been on for the last 5 minutes just adjusting audio, thanks to Harry, who left a comment on previous video. Unfortunately, I've struggled with some mic issues, so apologies about that. I'm hoping my commentary might come through a little bit better now, so thanks again, Harry. Okay, so what's the plan?
Well met.
Just check our bags. Get rid of a few unnecessary items. They'll
Farewell.
send the bank some any greens to disenchant. And drop off the excess linen.
Hail. Go in
I
peace.
think we're good to go. We are due to start in Crossroads. We do still have a Ragefire Chasm quest to hand in, the power to destroy. We'll do that when we path back to Undercity a little bit later. What I'd like to do is just do the initial
Well
Crossroads
met.
quests.
Ancestors watch over you.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is better. I know that my voice is coming through slightly loud now, which is positive. I did adjust the music volume slightly down as well, so please feel free to provide any feedback. Is this now too loud? I'm hoping the balance is right, but it's going to take me a little while to just tweak it. I did like conjure a few spells and talk to NPCs and bits and pieces, trying to get the balance right. But the feedback isn't necessarily always there straight away. I get to watch a couple of my other videos, and I really am quite quiet, so hoping this will solve it. Okay, so let's do a bit of planning anyway as we're flying. The reason why we're here is because where we left in Silverpine Forest, some of the quests started to go to level 14, which was leaving behind some of the Barrens ones that we picked up. Level 12, Disrupt the Attacks. We've got Planestrider Menace, Raptor Thieves, the Forgotten Pools. So some of these we just want to knock off before going back to Silverpine, so we don't leave any XP that's available to us easily in Crossroads. Nice to change it up a little bit as well. Who doesn't love the Crossroads?
That attack on the caravan contained supplies we desperately needed.
You've been brave enough to take on the Razormane tribe so far, and I will ask you to do so again, but this time, I wonder if I could ask you to keep your eyes open for some of our lost supplies. You can probably find them throughout their camps. The Quillbore getting fat off their dishonorable acts. The people of the Crossroads would be in your debt.
Perhaps you know the pain of uncertainty. Perhaps not, adventurer. But know this, I stand here every day from the sun's rising till its decline, scouring the horizon for more of those monsters. I've killed every pigman I've come across since, but my thirst for their blood is far from quenched. Perhaps instead of heading north to the Crossroads, I should have headed to Toronto. You, adventurer, you could help me. Kill them. Kill as many as you can. Bring me their tusks and we will celebrate their deaths together. We battled in a small Tauren camp when we were separated. She held 3 of the bristlebacks off by herself, but the odds began to overwhelm us. I led some away only to see her overwhelmed by newcomers. In my rage, I turned to face my enemies, but they brought me down easily with their vast numbers. I awoke to a Tauren druid tending my wounds. He had come across me on the Gold Road as I fell. Please, adventurer, find some sign of my wife.
Nice, our first bit of AoE killing really is the mage. Just to test the waters. He's quite low level though, we're only level 10. We just picked up Chen's empty keg. As Josh from Countdown to Classic would say, too easy. So we've got the crossroads supplies. Just need a few more water seekers. Strangely, the plain striders, the Barrens, not all of them have a beak. Let's see. Okay, let's disrupt the attacks complete. And supplies for the crossroads. We picked up Chin's empty keg that Hans had him ratchet. We'll find a few more Planestrider to kill as we're going north, because there's more raptors up north. Horrible, scummy dwarf priest lurking in Barrens. Female dwarf priest at that. Yuck. So we're heading north towards the Samflange quest. As we do, we can pick off the Planestriders and the Raptors on the way. 4 out of 12 raptor heads. That's not too bad. We're just arriving at the Samaflange quest. I find if you focus too much on any one kind of animal kill quest in the Barrens, it can become frustrating. But if you just do them as and when you're going around doing the other quests, it should become more manageable. Okay, so we've used the control console, now we just have to use the valves, but you know, the moment we do, we're going to get swarmed with some goblins, so let's see how this goes. This is just ding 16. We have another talent point to put into Ice Shard, so we increase the critical strike damage bonus of our frost spells from 20% up to 40%. It's nice. I'm going to invite this guy just in case he needs this fella. Because we now have to kill to get the key. The console key.
I am in your debt.
That's the console key. There we go, that's the first part of the Sunflange quest completed. We've got the console key, and there we have the follow-on to go and hand it in Ratchet. So now we're going to head west, and we'll head over to the Harpy Raiders. And there should be some raptors on the way as we go there too. And they're scarcer that way because they're used from another quest, but do also drop their heads. If you stick slightly to the left and side as you go through this channel, you tend to be the lower level ones there. There's also Plague Striders as well, so include them, finish off the beaks. So as we go west, we'll do the Talons and then we'll come past the oases, get our spores. Unfortunately, we're still on the party. Normally what happens in this area is the raptors share a spawn point with the Plain Striders. And everyone needs the raptors. No one wants to kill the Plain Striders. So you end up coming through here and there's never any raptors. But actually we come in and we've spotted 3 straight away, so normally I have to spend a bit of time killing Plain Striders and waiting for the respawns when they do this section. Looks like someone's got there first and is done. Reminds me I need to create a wand macro F. On here. No. So we create a new one in the beyond. And we do hashtag show /cast. And if you do an exclamation mark and then a shoot and save that, that should do is allow us to spam it and not cancel. Sometimes you can kind of toggle beyond accident. I don't mean to. Yeah, it's working. So that way you never kind of accidentally toggle it off. Whereas if I'd have just typed /shoot or /cast space shoot without the exclamation, you could toggle it off. I don't want to do. To be really careful with these raptors as well. They kind of save up their attacks. So if this was to catch up with me now, it would do like 4 attacks at once on me. So you should be really careful. It's almost like a wrecking bomb. There we go, so that is Raptor Thieves and Place Tried Menace done while we walk into the next one, which is Harpy Raiders. Naive Pants of the Falcon. Green item, 2 2 intellect. No good for us, but nice for our disenchanting stock. pushing our luck with the AoE without Flame Strike yet. Level 16, so probably 3 is our max. Still nice to do though. Just health potion there, even with 3. You take a couple of crits, and you look like you're going to be in danger, so have to be careful. It's a great place to farm though, this. Spent many a farming session here. You spend long enough here, you normally always get the Deviate to Light recipe, Swiftness Potion recipe. Some quite good drops here. Also as well, like some of the level 10 items, so like boots and gloves and belt, which are, you know, you get your first green at level 10, so actually some of them sell quite well. Not on this server, it seems like they're still picking off like 25 silver or whatever, but on some servers you can sell them for 75, 85 silver a piece, which at level 16 is pretty good. So yeah, we're at the midpoint now, level 15, level 16, our water starts to drop off. We're still using level 5 water that we get to conjure, and that does 436 mana over 21 seconds. Our total mana is 960, so it's almost tempting to start buying some water now at the inn, just to make that journey to 20 that little bit better when we get next upgrade. Level 15 water. This level it's fairly cheap. It's going to get us to 35 water and beyond. Really do feel like you're spending a lot of your income on water. be fair, I probably should find a higher level mage who can conjure me some level 15 water. That'd be the way to go. There we go, 8 out of 8 witching talents. So we can head south now, heading towards Fungal Spores quest, Forgotten Pools. There's our anti-venom from that rogue feather. It's horrible, those slows that they give you, but it's always quite nice to have some anti-venom in your bags. And what we didn't pick up was the Centaur Braces quest, but we just didn't have room. We needed the extra space for the Chen's Empty Keg. We already had 19 quests. So, yeah, there's that. We also have the Centaur Leaders quest as well. Ideally, we need 2 extra spaces. We're going to end up wasting some time around here, but it's fine. At least the Centaur Braces you can pick up pretty much anywhere in these Forgotten Pools and the Barrens. And then we need to come up here again anyway for Witchwing Slayers. So we will be in this area for the Kolkar Leader as well. So it's not too bad. Let's investigate the bottom of the pool. Fish here. 2 more spores. There's one there. There we go, there's our last mushroom if we can make to it. Or someone else. And there we go. So that is all of our quests complete in Barrens that we have so far. We can't do Consumed by Hatred or Lost in Battle yet. That's a little bit too high for us. That's further south here. But quite nice to do that. crossroads coming into view there. At the time of recording, it is 9th of January, 4 p.m. European time. So we have the PvP going live this evening. I believe it's 9 p.m. Possibly 10 p.m. server time, but 9 p.m. European time. So it'll be interesting to see how the crossroads goes from there. Normally the Alliance might do a raid on the crossroads, or the Horde might go into Ashenvale and pick a fight at Astronomer.
Ah, yes, these are good specimens. Potent. I am Forsaken, and we honor our contracts. Here is your reward, adventurer. I have rendered the spores you gave me into an emulsion. I must now send it to my associate, Apothecary Zama. If you were to carry this to her, she can offer you something from our stores of alchemical goods. She is in the Pools of Vision, a cave beneath the shamans of Thunder Bluff. The path to this cave is well hidden, but you may find it on the Spirit Rise Bluff. Do hurry. This emulsion will maintain its potency for only a short time, and must be resealed and processed before then.
You have done well, adventurer. Those insolent Quillbores will finally learn that the might of the Horde is not to be ignored. Ha-ha! Thank you, adventurer. This will help us greatly. You're a boon to the Crossroads and to the Horde. If there is anything I can do for you, please let me know.
One of my scouts witnessed an attack on a caravan from Durotar, adventurer. The culprits are indeed the Razormane tribe of Quillbores. One of the Quillbores in particular is leading the raids, Kreenig Snarlsnout. He was seen northeast of here, just south of the road from Durotar. If the threat is to be ended, then Kreenig must die. To be sure the attacks cease, though, I say we add insult to their injury. Kill Kreenig along with more of their tribe, and return to me when you have his tusk.
Oh, these are nice. Real nice. Good job, adventurer. I look forward to seeing more of your work in the future. Adventurer back for more? Good, I like to hear that. This time I want you to assassinate some of the Harpy lieutenants in the Dry Hills. Only Witchwing Slayers can be lieutenants, and you can tell them apart by the rings they carry. They are a nasty bunch, but they lead some of the underlings in that area. Taking out 6 of them will be a decisive strike against their matriarchy. Make sure they die painfully, adventurer. We want those Harpy wenches to know the idiocy of picking fights with the Horde.
You got rid of the raptors. Thank you, adventurer. You are an adventurer of worth.
You may have killed the raptors, but the silver they stole must be recovered. I have reports that the raptors have a large grouping of nests south of Ratchet, known as the Raptor Grounds. It is likely that they brought our stolen silver there. Go to this raptor haven and search for the stolen silver. When you find it, return it to me.
Very good, adventurer. With the Plain Striders gone, we'll have an easier time keeping our supply chains intact. And I hope you learned a few tricks out there in the Barrens, for your next prey has a little more fire in its blood than the Plain Striders.
The Gevra, although not the fiercest beast in the Barrens, are a shade tougher than the Plain Striders. Don't worry, we'll send you against bigger prey in good time. But for now, your teeth could use a little more cutting. Hunt the Gevra to the north and south, and collect their hooves. Bring them to me, and perhaps we'll next send you against something tougher.
You found a fissure in the earth with gases bubbling from it. Strange. This may be an answer to our questions, but we cannot yet be sure. But it is a clue, and I am grateful that you found it. Like the one you found at the Forgotten Pools, there may be fissures at the other oases in the Barrens. If so, then perhaps the fissures are the oases' source of life. We must test this. Here, take these seeds. They are dead and infertile, but take them to the stagnant oasis to the southeast. If there is a fissure there, then place the seeds within it and observe.
This is... interesting. Yes. I'll have it sent along to the Tinkers Union headquarters in Undermine. I'm sure after some careful dissection and research, they'll be able to make some sense of it. But perhaps I'll have a little look myself first. The Venture Company stole many of the best goblin minds. but from time to time we get the opportunity to steal some back. A while ago, the venture company outfit in the Stonetalon Mountains hired Garenzo Wrenchwhistle, a gnome. Their other engineer, Ziz Physics, was so taken aback by this, he pleaded with me to find him new employment with the Tinkers Union. I set him on a few tasks, but he might need help. Maybe you could look in on him for me. He's stationed at the western edge of Windshear Crag. I think I might have broken that Samoflange. That's not good because I already told some colleagues in Undermine about it, and they were very intrigued. We must find a way to fix it. Take the broken Samoflange to Weniki Bolt Bucket, just south of Morshan Rampart, the Horde outpost between the Barrens and Ashenvale. She is very clever and inquisitive. If you show her the Samoflange, I bet she'd jump at the chance to fix it.
Well, I'll be... This was one of Chen Stormstout's kegs. He traveled with Rexar a long time ago. I haven't seen or heard about him in a Kodo's age. I appreciate you bringing this to me, adventurer.
Would you like a taste of Chen's namesake? Ah, the Storm Stout is a mighty brew. Chen taught the recipe to my mentor, and my mentor passed it on to me. I'll need you to get me a few things, but I can tell you this. The kick is worth it.
Bring me 5 Savannah Lion tusks from any Savannah Lion, 5 Plain Strider kidneys from any Plain Strider, and 1 Thunder Lizard horn from any species of Thunder Lizard. That should do the trick nicely. You can find these ingredients throughout the Barrens.
I sure wish Vice Admiral Greslik did a better job of keeping the seas safe for our trading vessels. With all the gold the trade princes have poured into the trade fleets, it ticks me off to see so many pirates running willy-nilly, raiding my ships and stealing my goods. I heard that the South Sea freebooters have set up a camp just south of here. They've been a real thorn in my side, and if Greslik won't take care of them, well, maybe you can help me get rid of them.
So that's all the the quests we picked up in continuation in Crossroads. We also flew to Ratchet just to pick up a couple, so you heard those there. We're actually doing the South Sea freebooters now. We also picked up Baron Longshore, the wanted poster. We just actually located him and killed him there. This starts another quest loop around down towards Northwatch, pick up stolen silver, we'll find Mancrick's wife on the way back, and we'll head to Camp Tarajo in the south to fly back. Close to being our first death. Just avoided it. Didn't realise. I thought there was 2 brigands and a cannoneer, but it was 1 brigand and 2 cannoneers. Ranged are a bit of a pain to pull together on the AoEs. We got Sergeant Warhammer of Power and Blonde Spatter Sash of the Bear. Not a good for us, but all will go towards our enchanting. So that's the South Sea freebooters done and wanted Baron Longshore. So we'll continue down towards Northwatch Fold and we'll travel west. Here, along this ridgeline, we've got stolen silver. And actually, as we travel through, by the looks of it, there might be some zebras. We need 4 hooves. We didn't pick up the Guns of Northwatch quest because I tend to do that when we take the Freebooters quest back. We get a follow-on quest that asks us to pick up a lens for a monocle or a telescope. And so we have to go back through the Freebooters camp. So what I tend to do is go back to Ratchet, pick that up and pick up Guns of Northwatch and then do this loop again back to Guns of Northwatch. It's kind of the follow-up. Plus it's higher level. We're only 16 and Guns of Northwatch really will be 18 to 20. The bosses are 20. Each tower, so that's handy to just have an extra level or 2 under your belt. Yeah, I'm going to ding 17 any moment now though, so Chen's Empty Keg is such a good quest to get because after the Plane Striders, there's so many of them, but after the Plane Strider Beaks quest you don't need them. And then there's so many big cats that roam the Barrens. You only really need them for Prowler of the Barrens. If you don't pick up Chen's Empty Keg, that's it, you're done. Whereas it kind of gives them a little bit more longevity, you can kill them a little while longer for that quest. So it's nice we just got Plane Strider Kidney for Chen's Empty Keg. There we go, that's the last silver done. Someone had been in here just moments before us, so most of the remnants were dead. He left us with some nice skin. it's level 17. We've put another point in our ice shards, taking us from 40% critical strike damage bonus to 60. Really starting to make a difference now when we see those crits pop up. The Sev request is notoriously bad for the drop rate. Oh, Man Creek's wife. Beaten and bloodied by the flour mill. So now we've got Mancrick's wife done, we will head down to Camp Taraja. If we see any zebras, we'll try and kill them. We might have better luck up north for some lower level zebras. Do some vendoring and
How may I
repairing while
aid
we're here
you?
quickly. I'm not selling leather on the auction house at the moment, not at this level.
Be careful. What brings you here? Goodbye. Peace, friend. Farewell. How may I aid you?
Nice quick flight to Crossroads. We'll hand in Lost in Battle and also Stolen Silver. Pick up a couple while we're here.
reward.
Aha! So the raptors did hide the silver at their lair. It's hard to believe these beasts would have the desire for silver. Perhaps the stories of their intelligence are not as far from the mark as I thought. Thank you, adventurer. Take this as a reward for your service to us, and know that the guards of the crossroads owe their next month's pay to you.
I understand. Thank you, adventurer.
Sug. Down.
Quick flight to Ratchet, and then a couple.
You did good, kid. A little more work like that, and it'll be one less thing I'll have to worry about. Hopefully they'll be convinced that they should relocate their operation elsewhere. In the meantime, there is the small matter of getting back the goods they stole from me. I've been waiting forever for my last shipment of goods from Booty Bay. I'm pretty sure that it must have been stolen by the freebooters. But just to make sure, will you go down to the dockside and ask Dizzywig if my goods were already put into my warehouse without my knowledge? Here, take my ledger down to Dizzywig and have him double-check my inventory records against his logs. Ah, that sort of business. You know, I saw the Heedless once on the open seas. Fearsome ship, or was that boat? Those sailors are so particular. Anyways, watching her glide across the water was quite a sight to see. I'm glad her infamous captain will trouble my ships no longer. Gazlo sent you. Did he? Just a moment. Let me take a look here and check my own logs and make sure I didn't have Gazlo's shipment sent to the wrong place. Bet he's waiting for those boots from Drizzlek. Everything looks square from my records, adventurer. Go on back and tell Gazlo he's out of luck. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the pirates that nabbed his goodies. Nothing else I can do for him. Oh, though you could tell him that I've got some things from Undermine for him when he has the time to come pick them up. Being wharf master of a busy port like Ratchet, I keep my finger on the pulse of information. I know all about the exchange of goods and money between here and Booty Bay. The latest bit of news I've heard is about the Venture Company's Boulder Lode mine northeast of the Sludge Fen. One of the miners discovered an emerald the size of your fist. I know a few buyers who'd be interested in getting their hands on something like that, and I'd be willing to go half and half on its sale. No dice, eh? I guess it must have been the freebooters then. Dizzywig's on the level. I'm sure he wouldn't cheat me like that. After all, he is on the payroll. Looks like I've got some goods to get back, adventurer. What do you say? While I'd like to recover all my goods, I'm sure that's not possible. Still, there's a few things that I absolutely must have. As you see, my observatory is ready to go, but it needs the smaller of the two lenses. The first arrived by caravan from Duratar, but the second was bound by ship and never arrived. Also, I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlek in Booty Bay. Head down to the pirate camp and see if you can find them. The raptors of the Barrens are smarter than raptors in other lands, and I think all that smarts is hiding in their horns. If so, then I could grind their horns into powder and use it to make smart drinks. I could sell them for a fortune. And you can help me. Find me intact raptor horns from Sunscale Scytheclaws. They roam in the southern Barrens and in the northern Barrens near the border of Ashenvale Forest.
There we go. So
Keep
we're
it
kind of
real.
caught up with our quests in Ratchet. Other than Zevra and Weniki Bolt Bucket, we're kind of up to level 15 quests, so it's tempting to go back to Silverpine. I am going to actually hearth back to Undercity now, we can pick up our ghastly trousers, which are a reward from the Power Destroy, the Ragefire Chasm quest that we did. And we've also got the Rayleigh and the Undercity, the Delilah's ring quest that we need to hand in. And I need to train level 16 before I ding 18. So we'll do that now. I've just taken a few linen out of the bank to make the bolts as well as we travel, as we're stood still at NPCs.
Yes, this ring was my wife's. Her fate was the fate of all who failed to endure these harsh times. I feel nothing for her death, nor for the story you tell of her body's abduction. Such feelings have long since grown cold within me, but desire does still burn in my dead heart, adventurer. Desire for revenge. Valdred, once my good friend, was my wife's murderer. Although I am incapable of grieving, I do yearn for revenge. If you kill Valdred and bring me his cursed hands, then I will reward you. I last heard he was at the Greymane Wall in southern Silverpine, trying to flee into the kingdom of Gilneas.
There we go, so that's another Silverpine quest that we've got. We'll head over to Magic Quarter now. Quest to hand in there, which is report to Anastasia. Get trained.
What? It is true. A magical disturbance has been detected in our city. We are not yet sure of its origin or whether it is malign or benign. We must first gather more information, and that, adventurer, brings us to your task.
Detect magic
Dark
and
Lady.
flame strike. Oh. So, detect magic. Flame strike will actually do. Let's create a macro for it. Because I find with these, you can either, if I put it on the bar, you have this green silhouette on the ground that shows you where it's going to go, and that's fine. But in clutch situations, that's a delay. And you get used to what the circle would do, right? As to how far you place it and where just by the cursor. So what we do is we create a macro, new, and call it flame strike. And then hashtag zip. And we go forward slash cast. And then we put in the block. We put in at cursor. Close it. And then flame strike. Now that should, in theory, just do it at our mouse. We don't get the green anymore, and it'll just put it on wherever. So it just helps us reduce the delay in applying AoE. Nip through the trade quarter quickly and to the other side, so we need to go and visit Veramathras and in the Ragefire Chasm quest. picked up the Mage quest to investigate the alchemist shop, but this early on it's just guaranteed death, so we're not going to do that. We'll come back to it. Oh, almost went into the alchemist shop there. Forgot we need the royal portal. So I think after I've handed this in, we might call it a day there for this episode. It's been really good fun, this one, actually. We've made some great progress. Hard to believe we're almost halfway through level 17 already. It's going quite quick, and I'm really enjoying the Mage, actually. Very good fun. What I might do off of recording is I have a lot of linen bolts to make and progress my tailoring. I don't think that's particularly thrilling gameplay.
Don't waste my time.
There we go, that's our ghastly trousers. That's 2 stam, 4 int, replacing 2 int, 2 stam. Get a bit more armour, 5 more armour. I have an armour patch in the bank that I'll put on those as well. So thanks everyone for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. It does help me grow the channel. And like I say, offline I'll do a bit of tailoring, and we'll catch up next time where we pick up probably in Silverpine. We'll do a bit more Silverpine before we head back to the Barrens. Okay, thanks everyone. Until next time.